Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you this super glamorous fall makeup tutorial, so if you'd like to see how to get this look, just keep watching. I'm starting out with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as a primer on my eyes. Using a primer ensures that your makeup will last and will stick to your eyeball, and that the colors will really pop against a nice solid base. I am also setting this base with powder so that our powder shadows blend really nicely on top of that. I'm using Maybelline, or no, not Maybelline, sorry, Wet n Wild Creme Brulee Shadow. Next, I'm going into my Lorac Pro Matte palette, and I'm taking the shade Latte on my Morphe MB23 blending brush, and I'm using that as my transition shade. I'm putting that in the crease and a little bit above it, just buffing it out, making sure that it provides a nice transition for whatever shades we decide to put on top of it. I'm going back and forth in the crease, and then I'm going in tiny circles on the edge up toward the brow bone. Next, I'm taking the color Corduroy from that same Lorac palette, and I'm taking a slightly more precise blending brush that I will list down below, and I'm popping that color on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. I am really concentrating it on those points, and then any excess I am taking up into the crease and then blending up toward the brow bone, but not going quite as high as I did with that original transition shade. So again, I'm mostly concentrating it on the inner and outer corner because this is where I want the most kind of dimension and depth, and then taking the rest into the crease and then up toward the brow bone a little bit. I'm doing circular motions, and I like to flick it out and kind of just swipe it out toward the brow bone. Here I am taking that original blending brush, and I am just blending out any lines that I see. I do this between every single step of every single makeup look. It makes the biggest difference. Using the same brush as I did with the last shade, I am taking the shade Chocolate from the Lorac Pro Matte palette, and I am putting that right in the same exact spot that we put Corduroy. I am putting it slightly more precise, but again, I'm really concentrating it on the inner and outer corners, and then taking any excess into the crease and above the crease. Because I wanted this look to be a little bit warmer, I went in with my Wet n Wild Contour Palette. I believe this is the Dulce de Leche shade. I might be wrong. It might be Caramel Toffee. I'll list it down below though. But it has a really nice warm contour color. I love using it in my crease because I love the blendability of these powders, and they are very pigmented. So they're perfect to use on the eyes as well as on the face. So here I'm just going in with my original big fluffy blending brush from Morphe, and I'm going over the crease and above the crease with that warmer contour shade. For the glitter in this look, I'm going to be going in with a small detail brush and my Duo Lash Adhesive. I'm using the glitter Golden Tiara from bulkglitters.com. I love this glitter so far. I've only used it a few times, but I love it. Look how pretty it is. I'm just packing that on. First, I put a layer of glue down, and then immediately I went in with the same exact brush I put the glue down with and picked up some glitter and packed it onto my lid. I concentrated it in the center of the lid and let it kind of fade out into the brown on either side, but again, concentrating it mostly in the center. This is a halo eye. We want the main concentration to be on the very center of the lid. I ended up going in with about 2 coats of this glitter just to get it as as opaque as I wanted it, and I just love glitter, so I could not get enough, so I went in with a ton, of course, hello. But honestly, you really do not need that much. I mean, glitter will last you forever. Here I am just going in with that chocolate shade in corduroy, I believe. I think I mixed them together, and I'm just touching up the inner and outer corners to make sure they're as dense as I want them to be. Well, not dense, but dark. You know what I'm saying. And then I'm blending everything out once again. Here I am just hydrating my face a bit with some NYX setting spray, and then I'm going in with my Maybelline Master Prime primer, and since I had glitter all over my hands, I decided to use my new Mikasa Beauty Techni brush. Oh, what number is it? Let me look it up. Techni O6 brush. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I think I must have been kicking it, but I decided to use the Techni O6 brush to blend in my primer, and I really liked it. Then I used the Mikasa Beauty Lemon Drop Sponge to buff in my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I really love this foundation. I have a review of it if you would like to see it. Well, a first impressions, but I will link it down below. I am just making sure to get my neck, my ears, blending it into the hairline, and I'm just pressing that into the skin rather than wiping to make sure it stays on all day. Next, I'm going in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm putting that in a little upside down triangle under my eyes. I'm putting that on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and up toward my forehead, in between my brows, and on my chin. And then I'm blending that all out with my same Lemon Drop sponge. Oh, and I put it underneath where my contour will be as well, as you see, those little dots. I wanted a bit more coverage, so I went in with a bit more concealer. Feel free to mess around with the amount of coverage that you want. I decided to use the Techni brush to blend out my concealer just to see how it would do, and I really like how full coverage it left my concealer looking, so it is promising. Here I'm going in with my Coty Airspun powder and that Lemon Drop sponge. I am just baking underneath the eyes, setting the crap out of there so that it will not move at all. Sorry, I forgot to show a clip of the Airspun powder, but that is what I'm using. I used it to bake under where my contour will be as well. I set my forehead, my nose, my chin, everywhere I highlighted with my concealer, and I went ahead and set the rest of my face as well. Here I am going in with a big duo fiber brush, and I'm bronzing up with that middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, just to give my skin some more definition and some more color. Next, I am going in with a Sigma contouring brush, and I am taking the middle and more ashy tone from that same palette, and I am chiseling out my cheekbones. I'm kind of keeping it toward my ear a little bit more, keeping it toward the back of my cheekbone a little bit more, just so I don't overdo it and it doesn't look muddy. Then I'm taking it on to the sides of my nose as well to contour it. Here I am dusting off any powder from before. I want to make sure there's no excess powder under there. It sat for a long time, so it should be nice and set. I'm dusting off any excess, and it should be left nice and bright. To brighten up my under eyes even more, I decided to go in with my Wet n Wild contour palette from before that we used on the eyes, but I'm going to use that banana shade in the palette, and I'm going in and putting it under my eyes, and I am cleaning up under my cheekbones, under my contour with that shade. And you'll see here I'm going to mix in another powder as well. That's just my Coty Airspun powder. This banana shade can almost look a bit too yellow, so here I'm showing you that banana shade. And then here I am mixing in my Coty Airspun powder just to make sure it is not too yellow for my liking. Next, I'm going in with the same brown shades as before, and I'm putting these on the inner and outer corners of my lower lash line. I'm doing essentially the same thing I did on my upper lid. I'm putting brown on the outer and inner corners of my lower lid, and I'm going to pop some glitter on the center part as well on my lower lash line. As you can see, I'm using the same technique as before, using some eyelash adhesive and definer brush to just dip into that glitter and place it right on the skin. Next, I'm setting my face with my NYX Matte Setting Spray, and then I'm going in with my new Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit, and my Sigma fan brush, and I am popping on like literally every color I mix together, I swear, because they're all so beautiful. And I just highlighted the heck out of my cheekbones and my nose, tip of my nose, cupid's bow, over the brow bone, forehead, chin, literally anywhere I could highlight I did, because I wanted to mess around with this new palette, and it is so beautiful. Yes, I'm obsessed. Next, I drew on some Fierce Winged Eyeliner. Sorry, I don't have more of this on tape or in frame. It is so difficult for me to film this in frame, but I really do want to film a winged eyeliner tutorial for you guys, so let me know by giving this video a thumbs up if you would like to see that. Next, I am prepping my eyes for falsies by curling my eyelashes and applying a coat of, what is this, Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. It doesn't really matter because we're going to put on falsies, but I just need something to help blend my eyelashes into the falsies. The lashes I used for this look today were the Eylure and Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. They are so freaking pretty. Again, it's so hard to film putting those on, but I do have a lash tutorial I will link down below. Next, I went in with Colourpop Ultra Matte Lipstick in the color Limbo and highlighted the inner corner of my eyes with that same Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit to finish off this fall glam makeup look. Just kidding, I'm not done. I realized at the end I totally forgot about blush, so I'm going in with this Seraphine Botanicals blush called Happy Hibiscus. It is super pretty, perfect for fall, nice and nude and mauve and kind of deep. And that topped off this fall look. So I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you did. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, I thought I just saw a matte, but I think it's just like the I can see the glitter and it's like tripping me out.